Hello there, I'm Aldrahill, and welcome back to some Victoria 2 playing. Yeah, I know it's the Greek Empire, it's not actually Byzantium. What are you gonna... It's February 28th, 1920. I'll make sure I'm the Byzantium by the end of the series. Now, I'm trying to decide what I want to do. And the last time I was here, I remember talking to a couple people in my chat, and they told me that because these are all colonial states, it's possible that when I annex Mosul, that I might be able to fully annex the Ottomans in one war. So I'll be very curious to give that a try. In terms, they don't really have any alliances or puppets or anything. It's not going to be that tricky. We need to wait for my infamy to go down a little bit. Ooh, polyphase system. RGO. Oh, RGO output efficiency and factory throughput tech. Oh my god. Oh, UK1 access, absolutely. Tientsin concession, don't care. I just don't care. People are also still, like, super mad all the time, which is annoying. Pretty annoying. I'm still building up tons of soldiers as well, or at least attempting to. Intentions to pay. I'm trying to crank out a bunch of good stuff. Can I get some more guards, please? Oh, yes. Oh, give me that. Oh, yes. Num 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 num. And a couple tanky roos, please. And one plane. There we go. Liquidation of assets, factory cost reduction, beautiful. So Germany is just going crazy on like England and stuff. Directive on trade in the provinces. The policy stands. Sure. We have a little bit of unemployment in Obsikan. I know in the last episode we basically kind of decided all the little factories that are going to happen there. And there is fertilizer here because there is sulfur. And we actually make quite a lot of fertilizer. There is only 23,000 craftsmen here, so I actually don't want to upgrade this fertilizer factory. Oh, I call this Cornflakes even. Sorry, Colin, that's not you. Cornflakes making me yawn. Because I don't actually want to build too many fertilizers, because I have a lot and I'm selling it. Alright, I just need to let infamy kind of tick down a little bit. We're doing good though, taxes and stuff, so that's nice. Try and lower taxes a bit. People don't get as much destruction. Oh, and there's the electric arc furnace. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's employed for craftsmen. I know it is, but they're going to immediately get employed as soon as these factories are done. Like, look at this. Let's let these factories go done. Look at that. Oh, that's the stuff. So much employment. But weirdly enough, they're actually losing a lot of money, which is interesting. Why is that? So they need ammunition. So it's ammunition that costs the most. Yeah, because ammunition is extremely expensive, but we just don't make enough. We just don't make enough ammunition. Let's just take a look at ammunition factories. Deselect all. Ammunition, right, in Bosnia. Doesn't have sulfur, but let's go. That's not ammunition. Build an ammunition factory, I guess. Get a nitrate factory. Okay. In Ixion, this already does have sulfur, so that's good. Making a lot of small arms. Yeah, I have 1100 industrial. Nowhere near enough, Cornflakes. Definitely. I know. 4th place. It so sucks. So we actually make a ton of guns. We actually make 11% of the world's guns, which is actually really good. We make a lot of weaponry from our various small arms factories. But it's ammunition that's the problem. Juicy Chat, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. The problem is it's the small arms factories that are actually causing the majority of our problem. But we also need a lot for our military consumption. So I think we need to shut down one of these factories. You're cool, colonist. You didn't do anything. You're wonderful. Let's just keep trying to improve all these ammunition factories and see if we can maybe emphasize their... Because we really do need to get these employed. Let's go. All right. Oh, and let's take a look at our coal. Our coal is... Oh, we're still 500,000 shy. Oh my god. Majority of it being glass. And artisanal glass as well. Oh wow, it's because we need so much glass. How about iron? Jesus Christ, we're low on iron. Steel? We're a little low. Okay, so even though I just did that, it's still nowhere near enough. Okay. I do have the next army text. Next product switch. I thought you guys would like that, yeah. So if you go modern divisional structure, combat width goes down, but you do get interwar infantry, which is 4 attack. And it's so vital. And the reduction of supply consumption is so good. Radios, I do not believe I have invented, no. I actually don't remember where radios come from. I actually don't know anything about radios. Oh, about telephone. I think I have. What do I have? Who am I? I'm not sure. Alright, I need to decide what I want here. Because, I mean, there's more roads. It's culture. No, it's not in culture. The reinforcement branch. Oh, shit, really? Don't tell me that. Oh, God. Is there... Oh, my God, radios! Oh, I forgot about radios! That's why you can't forget the psychology tree. You cannot forget the psychology tree. Because of the radio factories. Postman, thank you so much for that follow, buddy. Welcome, welcome. That hurts so bad. Mass advertising, 25% education efficiency. That's so good. I've missed it all. How? How have I done this to myself? These ones don't seem to have any bonuses assigned to them. Oh, it's because the tree is so crap every other time. Alright, let's start getting through this. I mean, this is going to be done very... I can do this in like a month, basically. Ah, damn. France is still communist. I hate it. Let the world think with it. Let's suppress this now. Yes, just... Alright, here we go. Introspectionism. Societism. Yeah, I know it's only the last one is good. I know. It sucks. I hate it. Luckily, I have enough intellectuals to make the research, which is good. The clerks is a problem. I have extremely low clerks. So I think we need to... You finally got EU4. Oh, definitely good idea, buddy. It's a fantastic game. Really is such a good game. Right, currently I have 15% craftsmen in Moesia. Take a look at the Moesia. I'm sorry this episode's going to be a lot of looking at factories, but I love looking at factories, so no, we have enough craftsmen. We need clerks. We really desperately need clerks. And in the state of Moesia, what have we got? I'm really trying to increase my efficiency here. Nope, you don't want to take me there? Okay. I'm really just trying to increase this efficiency. Okay. Lumber. Wheat. God, it's a ton of wheat. It's just lumber, wheat, and... Oh, and cotton. Ooh. It's clerks like craftsmen combined with clergymen. No, so for those who don't understand, clerks are insanely important. Clerks essentially... Is there a way I can actually look at this without having to explain it all like a moron? Where's the clerks? Okay, it doesn't look like I can. But clerks are crazy good. Okay? Let me see if I can find just like a very convenient explanation. Let's do by side. Oh, there we go. So, clerks. Nope, it doesn't say. Maybe I can do it by factory. That's really weird. But basically, a clerk increases the amount of money that a factory is able to produce. And let me get the explanation for this, because it's not very clear. So they're the skilled laborers as opposed to craftsmen who represent unskilled laborers. They improve the efficiency of a factory, and they also increase research points gained by a country by 0.5% of the clerks in the country to a maximum of 2 research points. The optimal percentage of clerks in a factory is 20%. At 20% total clerk employees, the amount of goods that the factory produces is increased by 50%. And that is without increasing the input costs. In other words, they increase the amount of stuff you make. Without them, you seriously start to struggle. However, they also get paid more of the factory's profits than craftsmen, which is why they make so much money in terms of like take a look at their budgets, right? That's why they're actually middle class. And that's the main thing about making a successful enterprise, because they're actually middle class, whereas craftsmen are lower class. If you don't have clerks, I mean, I'm already so late because I've been conquering so many provinces, and then the education efficiency of the provinces I've been conquering is garbage. That's why I've not been able to increase to clerks. But by 1890, you really want to have a lot of clerks. You want 20% of every factory's employees to be clerks, and it increases the output by 50%. And they get paid more of the factory's profits, which is another way to subsidize their spending income, because you can subsidize the factories, thus making it so that the clerks get paid more money, which means they join part of the middle classes, and as the middle classes, they can spend more money on goods, thus buying more goods, and thus creating a more fluid and constantly moving economy. It is absolutely goddamn vital. And it's also the main source of your income. As you can see, my main source of income is the lower classes. Because, I mean, if you look at my population right now, I am 61% farmers, 19% laborers, and only 7% craftsmen. And how many clerks? 0.4. They're better craftsmen with research. That's a very good way of putting it, yeah. And so that is definitely a downfall for me, and it's one of the reasons why my factories are not actually that good. They are actually really struggling to just make things. So I'm going to get this. Although it doesn't have silk, it does have clothes factory, which is 20%. I might as well just try and keep making this, textile mill with cotton. Have dye or have a synthetic dye works. Oh, let's make a synthetic dye works then. Can I make a synthetic dye works? I can. There you go. I might as well just try and improve that. Oh man, I am so shy on fabric. Oh my god. What is that? Look how many people I have who work on wine. This makes 13. This only makes. It makes 27 wine. I make so much wine. 16% of all the wine in the world is made there. That's crazy. Alright, so now they're going to be clerks. I really do need to be focusing on clerks. And in Ostgalizien, I believe I have quite a lot of actual. So I have 7% craftsmen. And in Ostgalizien, which is just East Galicia. Yeah, I am just trying to improve that, but I think I really do need to shift towards clerks. The problem is that when you encourage craftsmen, the people who can become craftsmen are farmers and laborers, right? So let me explain. I know if you already know Victoria 2, this is not going to be very informative for you, but honestly, it's so vital. Take a look at this. This is the most populous dude, right? He's 30% literacy, and he has a 31% chance of becoming a craftsman at the end of a monthly tick, right? How am I only 5th with 1100 industrial points? Bro. Look at the industry. Germany is 2,600. UK is 3,600. America is 3,100. I am garbage right now, buddy. Okay, so look at Ostgalizien. So take a look at this Ukrainian dude, right? 30% literacy, and he's a 31% chance to become a craftsman. 20% of that because of my encouraged craftsman. You'll notice there's no chance of becoming a clerk because you can't move from a farmer to a clerk. You need to be a craftsman in the middle or some kind of other middle class. Right, you can become a clerk from I think you can become. Can you not become? Oh, you actually can't from a landowner. Okay, that makes sense actually. You can't from a soldier either. You can from an intellectual, but it is usually not likely. The thing is, you can't become a clerk, or rather, you get a minus 50% if your literacy is below 50%. So trying to encourage people to become clerks is meaningless because if they're not literate enough. And you can see here that I don't have literacy enough. I have really garbage literacy, though I do have some farmers and some people with at least some level of that, which is good. There's also artisans who can become clerks directly, and artisans are actually very likely to become that. So the problem is I am trying to segue people into becoming craftsmen to fill my factories, and then from there I can try and make them clerks. Now, another problem is that what was I going to say? The literacy increase rate. So you can see a monthly change of 0.2751 because of all those beautiful things. So 2751 from a farmer to increase his literacy, and for this dude. Actually the same. Okay, so it doesn't actually matter. So I don't necessarily want to be doing that, but I'm just going to try and get clerks. Yes, I will attend the Olympic Games. Yeah, I'm not really going to get much industry in this game. It's really sad. Oh, why does that fire twice, that request? Also, I have a lovely look cocktail. I don't know why that does that. It's so strange. Alliance from Beijing, China. Alright, we're getting lots of research. We're getting lots of goods. Mycenaean excavation legal issues. A little help. Yeah, I'm Greece. Come on. Societism. Federalism. There's also a small bits of prestige that we can get here, so that's pretty helpful. Now, the thing is that we do want to try and take these guys, but I don't want to get too much infamy for it. When's the truce up? It's November, so it's pretty good. Standard Therander Cement. Profit? Nah, social responsibility. Try and lower that militancy. Which is going up by quite a bit. The professor. Kill a bunch of people. Annals of Transylvanian Saxon history. Curtail that distribution, baby. Yeah, I know. Relations with Greece when I was 20. I'm the Greek Empire. What? Austrian communists. Oh, don't become communists. Oh, that's disgusting. Steel production up at 5%. It's pretty good. Ooh, alliance with Denmark. No. Oh, looks like there's peace in our time. Pretty good. Dardania is unemployment, which means we need to look at Dardania. So Dardania makes a wonderful pile of things. Doesn't make coal, but it does make steel. We actually don't make enough electrical gears. Jesus, we're not going to machine make gears either. We make plenty of planes. We make almost half the world's planes, and the planes are where I'm making tons of money. So I'm getting lots of money from planes. 190. Like, that's pretty good. I killed 2% of intellectuals. Yeah, but that's only in that state. That doesn't make a difference. Automobiles, I make 10. And I have enough, and I'm making some profit from that, which is good. I can, you know, I get money from that. Tanks, I'm making 85% of the world's tanks, and the prices started tanking. Tanking! Because other people are doing this. I don't want to get too much. I also have a sawmill, because there is wood. I really do need to try and increase that, and then I also am making furniture. So let's just get more. Let's just do that, so I can focus on that. All right. We also have Indonesium. I would very much like to try and get more canned goods because I use a lot of canned goods all the time. Edessa assimilated. What? I just got 2 infamy for nothing. It doesn't assimilate anything. Oh, it's so stupid. Anyways, just driving you. Good luck on your interview, buddy. I'm making tons of cash, which is really nice. We're kind of stockpiling the money in anticipation of a big boy war. Just keep going down this route. I would like to try and get radios. Oh crap! I can justify now. Now I'm gonna make a save because I'm happy to reload it if it screws me because of the fact that I just got 2 infamy for nothing. Which is so annoying. So we can dismantle a nation, but I think we can also just acquire state. Let's go acquire state. See what happens. I'm really envious of not staying long, but I couldn't. Oh my god, absolutely not. No, it fires instantly. I'm not staying long, but I could miss the possible last ever Byzantium stream. Dude, exactly, European Mapper. Exactly. Welcome to the stream, my friend. This has been such a good series. I've had so much fun with it. And, you know, it's done really well on the channel, which I think is just so great how well it's done. How do I... Oh my god. I cannot actually figure out how this new YouTube creator dashboard works. They've hidden playlists. That's so weird. Why have my playlists been hidden? Oh my goodness. I hate this so much. I want to see how many views they're on. We're going to be fighting the Ottomans again, and I want to see what happens when I annex the last state. Because the rest of them are colonial places. So I'm very curious to see what happens. Try that again. Fire state, thank you. Philippines defaults, don't care. Not going to involve myself with that. Okay. Now we sit quietly. My goodness, just look how much money we're making, though. We make so much money. And our bank has a little bit of money from borrowing. In fact, it's the upper classes that are really helping us. Wow, look at that. I might try and subsidize a few factories. But I am just making bank. I might just try and lower taxes a bit. Because I don't need that much money. And I'm also trying to subsidize tariffs. So as to attempt to make it a bit easier for people to run factories. Of course, I am subsidizing all factories, so it doesn't make a big difference, but, you know, still. Okay. Sardinia is obviously gaining unemployment at a pretty considerable rate. Go. But they'll have those factories sooner than later, rather than later. Eugenics. Oh, Jesus. Not what you want to see. And I am attempting to still recruit some soldiers. Ooh, mechanized mining. Man, all those guys I can get there. Get some engineers. Can we just get some... Can we start recruiting some soldiers in Africa then? That would actually be okay. God, look at that. Near East and West Africa. Go on, get 24 infantry. What's the difference between normal units, planes, and tanks? So the difference between that is that they offer different values for attack, defense, and support. So different units offer different things, basically. So artillery is best not in the front line. I think a lot of artillery. I'm trying to really beef up my military. Because I have some time, why not I show you? So as you can see, infantry currently right now is 14.15 attack and 14.65 defense. Ooh, direct current. Yes, RGO output efficiency and factory output. Thank you very much. So, and 100% discipline. So that's the damage they do on attack, and that's the damage they do on defense. Cavalry only do 3 on attack, but 9 on defense. However, if they're in the back line, they can use their support modifier, which is 350%. So, for their attack, they get 350% of 3.5. So 3.5 times by 3.5 is a number I can't work out. It's definitely a number. It's 12.25. So while it's actually not as good as just more infantry, their defensive value is way more. It's 3.5 of 9, which is 34. So it makes them extremely good on defense, but not so much on attack. You can get more things to do that. Engineers, again, are really, really good with defense and are good for that. Tanks have an 18 attack score, so they have crazy good attack. That was great defense, and they also offer siege value. Reconnaissance helps sieging occur much faster, and planes are also the kind of equivalent of artillery with tanks, in that they offer a crap ton of support and defense, like 19 defense and 500 support. That's insane. It's frankly insane. And reconnaissance helps you when you are trying to siege down a territory. Really valuable. Really, really valuable. How are we doing? It's April 13th. Been doing this for a couple months now. 32%. That's brilliant. Hey, Miss Lee. What's up, my friend? So I would like to try and get more actual units here. So let's start separating out these planes, because I just want to basically build a little bit of a defensive cordon across my territory. As you can see, it's pretty wrecked at the moment. I randomly have just 15 dudes here for some reason. Let's just send him to the weakest section. Oh, Sphere of Influence Portugal. Hello, we're now cordial. Cav makes siege faster. Yes, indeed, but planes make it even more faster. Got a nice big attack force here. I've also got some siegey boys right there. I have another attack force there, which doesn't have any infantry in it. Dear God. Dear God. Okay, let's put some infantry there, please. There you go, lads. Because that's... Well, that's too much, man. Okay, there we go. Instead, what I'm just going to do is I'm going to drop a plane on each of these. And the reason I'm putting these planes here is these planes increase the defensive value of each individual province, or rather each individual army. That's going to be this episode, guys. Only been a year for this episode, but we're beginning the justification of the Ottomans. In the next episode, we will be attacking the Ottomans, wiping them from the face of the earth, and perhaps trying out some Ottoman food as we continue to eat their face. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye-bye.